Welcome back, iCyber golfers. We are gonna play this week's Simulator Golf Tour forward auto putt rounds. We're gonna play rounds 1 and 2. Let's get into it and see what the course setup is. Click on Sim Golf Tournaments. We're gonna let this load up, and it looks like we are playing the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. So this is hosted at Pebble Beach. We're going to be playing the Forward Auto Putt Tour today. So let's get this thing loaded up. We're going to play round 1. The setup for round 1 is stroke play. We're playing from the red tees, Thursday pins, auto putt fixed, mulligans off. Let's look at the course setup. The course setup is normal green firmness, normal fairways, tournament elevation, which is 0 sea level, 11 stimp, and the wind will be calm. Let's get this round started. So I did do a warm-up session. I went ahead and played a round just so I could acclimate to the golf course. Played this several times before, so this is not like a new course for me. Played this before, but not under Simulator Golf Tour tournament conditions, which is the additional stress that you kind of just bring on yourself. We got the SkyTrack loaded up. Have been demoing the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. Gonna get that hooked up at some point and play a round of GS Pro with that MLM2 Pro. But we are gonna stick with what's been working, which is our trusty SkyTrack Plus. Let's start off with this opening par 4 and get our round started. So we're going to start off with our trusty 6-iron. See if we can put it out about 170-ish yards. We're aiming for that bunker that you see on the left-hand side, and we're going to try to rope that around and bring it back. So this is our target line. Going to try to clip this corner if possible, and hopefully end up somewhere over there in the fairway. That'd be great. All right, 6-iron. Round 1. Let's go. Solid strike. Got a little bit of cut on it. Right around the corner. That's a perfect position. 160 yards. We should have a look at the pin. 142 up 10 yards. That'll put us about 152. So we are going to hit an 8-iron into this pin position. Looking to carry this, get it up that 150 is what we're targeting here. So that should put us pretty much right at the pin if we can execute this shot. Do want to avoid those bunkers if possible. Otherwise, we're going to be working ourselves out of a bad predicament just to start off with. So let's get this 8-iron down there and move on, hopefully. It's a solid 8-iron on a great line. Pulled it across my body. Hopefully I'm not in this other bunker. Looks like we're going to be starting our day on the beach here at Pebble Beach. And that's not easy by any means. That is going to test us right off the bat. So we're going to need to play this with an open face. We're going to need to shoot it up over and hopefully land it softly on the green. That's going to be the tricky part. Anytime we hit with this face open, I mean, it could go any way. So let's see if we can make this nice, amazing save. 17 yards, get it out of the bunker. That's what our main objective is. Okay, think we got it up. Got it out. Sit down. Just out of the gimme circle, but I'll take that. I'll take that shot any day. We were able to get it up and out and just barely rolled out of the gimme circle. So we did start off with a bogey, but feel like we played that hole really well. Let's move on to the second hole. This kind of sets up for, it's a par 5. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to just cut this into sections. We're going to try to get out there about 170 yards with the 6-iron. Then we're going to see what's left. The goal is to get par. If we can make a good run at it, then we'll go at it with a We'll make a run at it on our second shot if we're down there far enough. Let's go. 6-iron. Whoa, the ball moved. So let's reset. I've made that error before. All right, let's go. Reset. Get our bearings straight. And let's make contact with this 6-iron. It's a solid 6-iron. Great shot. There's a little bit of cut. Should be right in the middle of the fairway. Nice shot with the 6-iron. We got our 170 out of it, so perfect. That's one of our 6-irons executed. That's going to leave us 192 yards to the pin. We are not going to go for it, though, I don't think. I mean, 180 yards. I still think we're going to take this 6-iron at it, and we're going to see if we can run it up there. The problem is we could land a little underneath it. That wouldn't be a bad idea, but we don't want to land. Well, we can land on the 2-putt zone. This is our second shot, so let's execute this 6-iron. We just want to get it there, hopefully run it up. Second shot with the 6-iron. It's a solid 6-iron. It's a great shot. There's our cut. It's going to come back towards the flag. So that's going to 3-putt us, but that'll be for par because it's a par 5. So I'll take that as a victory. Could have probably got a birdie out of that, but I'm going to take that as a victory. We didn't have to putt 2 shots and we were on the green. So that's pretty good. Gonna have to remember that the position that we played that for the next round. And that ball felt like it might have been cracked. Hopefully not. Had this little Kirkland for a while. All right, seems like it might be okay. Let's get our positioning right for this. Probably going to be again a 7-iron, 6-iron. Sorry, to try to clear this little area, and then possibly a pitching wedge or an approach wedge in after it. So all depends on this contact with this 6-iron. It's a solid 6-iron. Great shot. Should be in the fairway. 180 yards. So we are certainly dialed in with this 6-iron today. 105 yards left. Is that uphill? It's downhill, actually. So that might be a half, 3/4 approach wedge. We're going to go with the approach wedge. We're going to aim it out to the right. We're going to try to just do a 3/4 shot with this and roll it up there. That's the objective. Maybe we can get it in birdie territory. Let's make this shot. Approach wedge. It's a great approach wedge. Feel like we got it all. Yeah, it's a 91-yard shot. It's going to be perfect. Get up there. Awesome. So we're sitting up there in the 2-putt zone for par. Alrighty, let's just keep this train going. I am not going to stop the video. I'm simply going to play through, reload the second round, and just one continuous video. I'll go back later and edit this and cut it into 2 sections, just to keep it, easy viewing for you guys. 156. What do we want to do here? So we want to go 140, 150-ish. So we're going to take an 8-iron at this. See if we can hit that 140, 150 range and leave ourselves 100 yards in. Just want to make sure we're in the fairway so we can have an attempt at it with the second shot. 8-iron. Caught it fat and I pulled it across my body. So as long as we are not in the bunker, we'll be okay. Yep, I felt that and I know exactly what I did. Good news is we're just 126 yards out, up 4. So we're going to take a 9-iron at it and attack the pin here. All right, let's go. Attacking the pin. Let's go. 9-iron. It's a solid 9-iron on a great line. There's a cut back towards the pin. Did it get up? Come on. Oh, wow. We just barely landed in the bunker. That was a great 9-iron too. Okay, here we are again, leaving ourselves a challenge. Can't be doing this today, not at Pebble Beach, because this golf course does not give you anything. We just had this shot a minute ago. Need to do the exact same shot. Get it in the air and drop it in there. All right, 58 degree. That's a good 58 degree. Let's see if we got it in the air. We did. Sit down. What a great save. What a great save. I'll take that. And our par train is alive. Let's just keep it going. All right, what do we have? 104 yards. We basically just hit this shot. I'm going to go with the sand wedge here and see if we can muscle it up somewhat. It's okay to be underneath the hole. Just don't want to be beyond the hole. All right, we're going to take the sand wedge and try to get it 100 yards. This will be a full sand wedge. It's a great shot with the sand wedge. Great line, 95 yards. That should do it. Yeah, right there on the cusp. So we can chip from there. That should be a pretty standard chip. I feel like we gave one up there. I feel like if we would have landed it on the green, we would have had a chance to get us a bird. So we're going to have to capitalize on that one next time for sure. All right, little 7-yard chip. Land it in the green, in the circle, and walk away with par. It's a nice little chip. Should be okay. There we are in the gimme circle. And we walk away with par. So far, we are playing a decent round here. The wind is calm, so that's not a factor today. I see for round 2, the wind is going to be changed to breezy. So if we're going to do anything, we need to do it today, right now with this game that's in hand. This could be a little tricky. So it's a par 5. We can play it smart. We don't have to go for it. It's down 10 yards. So if we play a 8-iron, that should leave us 200 plus yards away. 8, 7. Okay, we're going to play a 7-iron. Actually, we're going to play a 6. We're going to play a 6, and we are going to try to draw this shot. Just make pure contact with this 6-iron. That's the goal. That's a great 6-iron. That's a great 6-iron. Let's see if we got it. Okay, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Okay, we should be okay. We are in the deep rough, so that will impact us coming out of this this lie here. Again, we don't have to be a hero. So I think we can go with another 6-iron on this line. Might even be able to go with the 5-iron. I just don't make good contact with the 5-iron. So we're going to play a 6 on this line. Try to get it up there. Let's see what that leaves us, though, because we want to be in a good... Yeah, see, I don't know that we need to do all that. I mean, good contact with the 5-iron would put us up there 30 yards out. We just need to get up here into 60, 70 yard territory. I'm just going to stick with my original plan. Try to hit a 6-iron on a good line right here. Make contact and get it up there. That's the objective. We want to get it to that second shelf with pure contact. Let's go 6-iron. That's a good 6-iron. It's a great line. That worked out for us. Perfect. Let's see what we have left. So this is a par 5. That was our second shot. Now we have 37 yards. So this is going to be I want to say an approach wedge. I do have my wedge matrix, so I'm going to reference that because we did do some training the other day. So we can see what our numbers are. So we need to get 37 yards. So a half of a 58 degree gets us 40 yards. I think that's what we're going to have to take, a half of a 58 degree. So that's the goal. We can aim it slightly out to the right just because we do tend to pull this. And we're going to take a half shot with the 58 degree. That's what we want right there. Half shot, 58 degree. Let's get it there. It's a good shot with the 58 degree on a great line. What a well executed shot. That's going to give us a bird. And that is the wedge matrix at work. So I went through that exercise earlier in the week and I mapped out my wedges, my distances, and we got it done. So this is a 95-yard shot. It's down 10, so it's basically an 85-yard shot. If I go to my wedge matrix, that's a 3/4 gap wedge, or it's a, let's see, 80, 90, yeah, about 90 yards. We don't want to hit a full shot. We'd like to take a half shot at it. Gap wedge, 3/4. That's what we're going to go with, an approach wedge, 3/4 shot. That's what we want. So we're going to aim slightly this direction. We're going to take a 3/4 swing with the gap wedge, which is our approach wedge, and see if we can just make really good contact and get it down there. We just want to be on the green and walk away with par. That's the objective. 3/4 easy swing with the approach wedge. That's a great 3/4 swing with the approach wedge. I did pull it across my body. It's going to be behind it. Ended up going 100, so I'm going to have to remember that next time. Probably could have went down to the sand wedge, but nonetheless, this is a manageable chip. It's a little bit tight up there, so we're going to have to carry it and let it run. It looks like the grain runs away from us, so we're going to need like a little bit of a, we got to carry it there and then just let it drop. So 14 yards, put our weight forward, hit through this ball and get it there. Felt like I got it. Let's see if we got it there. The SkyTrack did not read that. Huh, that's kind of ironic. Maybe I was not lined up properly. Try it again. That was a good chip. Weight forward. That was a good chip right there. Should be it. Sit down. Let's go. Alrighty. Par's alive. So we're playing this smart. This is a difficult course. It can get away from you really quickly if you don't really kind of focus and you don't hit your shots. Sometimes you just want to get aggressive with it, and there's no reason to get aggressive with it. This is a perfect example. It's a par 4. So we do want to at least get it 170 yards if possible. More to this side than anything. So we're going to aim this direction. I know it looks a little bit intimidating to aim that far, but if we get any kind of fade, we don't want to mess around with that little cliff over there. So I'm going to try to play a slight fade, and a slight draw into this, get our distance. Okay, we got it. It's going to be a straight shot, actually. Okay, there we go. We're going to be in the fairway, down at the bottom of that little peninsula, and we just about hit our 170-yard mark, so got to be happy with that. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it does leave us a lengthy second shot, but that plays really well with this club. So it's down 10. We do want to be safe, and we want to hit it this direction because this will turn over towards that beach. Trust me, I've done this shot, and it's done that. So 199. We want to hit this 6-iron 180 yards if we can. And that would be perfect. So let's hit this 6-iron. Let's just hit this like we know how to. So 6-iron, looking for a 180-yard shot. Just get it out there. I think we got it. I think we got it. We did. We cleared it. We're in a good spot. Okay, that's a lot better. That's good. I know we didn't get on the green, but at least we have a chance now. Might be able to chip it and hopefully save par. But more importantly, I think we at least give ourselves a chance. We didn't land in the water. This is a hole where a lot of people will land in the water because it is very intimidating. So 27 yards. We have this in our bag. We just have to land it right there on the fringe and let it drop in. That's the trick. So let's go. Let's get it in the air towards the left-hand side and let it run down into the pin. That's a good chip. It's on a good line. I didn't carry it far enough. That's the only thing. That was pretty difficult. So this is my fourth shot. Gonna have to get into the one putt zone or gonna have to just chip it out. 8 yards, this is doable. We just gotta be careful though. We want to just one putt it at the worst. It's a good little chip. See if we got it there. Okay, got it there. Not too much. We're back to +1 because of that birdie, so thank goodness. And just trying to play it smart. So I'm happy with that this front nine thus far. This can be a little tricky here. It's a par 4. Again, I think we play the same setup here. We just play that 6-iron. Try to get it 180 yards. If possible, we don't have to get driver out. There's no reason. We want to keep this ball in the fairway. So let's go, 6-iron. That's a great 6-iron with some, yes, sir. That's a perfect line. I like that. There's a little run out right there. If you get far enough, might get it. We might catch this little slope here and run down. That's the problem though too. If you get too close to that edge, it'll run off. So that's going to be 126 yards into the pin, down 6. We're looking to either hit a pitching wedge all the way there, which that seems like the better shot just because of where the position is. We can hit our pitching wedge 120 yards. So we're going to put it right there. We're going to hit a pitching wedge, not a 9-iron, but we're going to light it up. Pitching wedge. Great shot. I basically hit the top of my my net. Oh man, this is gonna. That did it. That did us in. 2-putted. Gave us a bogey. Could have aimed it more to the center and we would have been okay, but happy with that shot. No, regardless, we're just at +2, and we've just made the turn. So there's going to be opportunity over here. We just got to be smart. I mean, I really do want to take the 3-wood at it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit the 3-wood. Try to get it down there. I hit this a couple of times during a warm-up, and I felt comfortable with it. So I need to hit that same shot right now. Let's go. 3-wood. I think we hit it. I think we got it. We did. Okay, there's the cut though. Come on, don't go off. Okay, we're gonna be in that nice little open area. Perfect. We got our 200 yards out of it. Excellent. That's a good. That's good. That'll work. Leaves us 122 in. All right, we're gonna play that pitching wedge into this. Same shot we just hit, except we're gonna put it on a better line this time. This is our 120-yard club. We just got to hit it, execute it. There it was. That's a good shot. Great line. 119 yards raw. That's going to be in good territory. Very nice. Look at that. Just above the pin. Right past the birdie circle. That was a well-executed wedge into the green, into the pin. Okay. Here's where we need to start making some decisions. We do not have to go for it. We can hit our 6-iron and try to get it 180 yards. The goal here is to keep it in the fairway. You don't want to lose it right or left. You want to keep it in the fairway. If we can do that, we can shoot a good round here. Caught it chunky, but should be straight. Yeah, we should be straight. We'll still be in the fairway. We're just not going to get all 160 yards. That was more like a 9-iron. but that's okay. So now we have 157. It's up 8. That's going to be a 7-iron. So we can hit this shot. This is doable. The only thing we want to make sure we do is stay. We got to get it in the on the green or just in front of it. I mean, I don't even think I'd be mad if oh, it's up. So we do want to hit. Okay, we're going to have to actually go for this with this. That's 150 yards. This is 160 yards. Let's go. We're going to hit the 7, and we're going to hit it pure. Just like that. There's some cut. It's going to bring it back towards the pin. Okay. Happy with that. That contact was pretty awesome, though. Now we got to save it, though. So let's take our wedge. We've hit this shot before. We just got to get it up and over that lip and drop it in the gimme zone. This will be a great save. Let's see if we got it. I think we saved it. Oh, it's rolling away from us. Unfortunate, but again, good chip out of the sand. Gonna have to take a bogey, but that was a good chip out of the sand. So there are some here that we're leaving on the, we're leaving out there. Meaning we could be making these shots and we're not. 160, yeah, we want to go right at it. We want to go right at this pin. We want to hit it pure. And if anything, we want to clear it and just chip back from the other side. We just don't want to leave it short. So this is my 170-yard club. We just got to get it there. That's a 170-yard shot right there. Yep. Felt like it. Man, we are just living in these bunkers today. What a great shot, too. This is what's going to really do it right here for us if we can't stay on the green. We might have to shoot lay up. This is not an easy shot. 22 yards. We got to get this thing in the air. Let's see if we got it. Yeah, that was difficult. There was no way around that because it actually jumped up like a little ramp. Might be getting a bogey out of this as well. You know, I wonder if it's worth taking a putt at it. It doesn't break very much. Might have an opportunity here to try to salvage something with a putt. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can maybe drop this in, maybe save a par. It's asking a lot. It's 18-yard putt. Looks like there's a, doesn't move very much. All right, let's see what we got here. It moves right at the very beginning. It's 11 stimp. Haven't hit a single putt today, so don't have any kind of reference point here. Just want to get it maybe about 10 and let it just run in the circle. Worst case scenario is it's a 10, it's a bogey. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that just because, again, I had a chance, could have putted it in, ended up with the bogey, +4. Honestly, it's not too bad. We just got to keep the score down to a minimum here. Keep the score down to a minimum. All right, let's go. 294 yards. Let's see what we have here. It's the same formula here. Just got to hit the 6-iron. Got to hit the 6, and then got to hit the approach. The thing is those bunkers, man, they are tucked. So these pin positions are pretty brutal today. Because that's been what's kind of undone it for us. Might have to make better choices next time by laying up and chipping on rather than out of a bunker. All right, let's go 6-iron. It's a solid 6. Straight line. That's a great 6-iron. 180 yards. That makes the second shot more manageable. 190 yards, very good. more manageable here. 107, up 11, so that's 117. That's going to be a pitching wedge. Might be more of an approach wedge, to be honest with you. Okay, we're changing our game here. Don't know if this is a wise move or not. Going to play it out to the right. Going to attack this pin with an approach wedge. It's a great shot with an approach wedge. Let's see what kind of distance we get. 106. All right, we're dialed in. That's a good one. I think if we would have went with pitching wedge, we would have went over. So that basically saved par. And we're just sitting at +4 after round one so far. There's still some opportunity out here. We can still get some birdies. Just got to stay focused. It's par 5, yeah. Might want to go ahead and take the 3-wood to try to get us down there to cut this in half. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hit the 3-wood and try to get it down there to give us a chance. It's a solid 3-wood. Nice little cut coming back towards the fairway. Excellent. That was a really well executed 3-wood. 220 yards basically. Now here's where we got to get smart. We don't need to go for it. We can do a pitching wedge and then whatever's left. And this is just trying to play strategy. I mean, honestly, because what happens is if we try to go for this, let's just take a look. Let's do theoreticals here. 216 yards. My carry on that was 204. I'm hitting uphill, so I don't even think I can theoretically get there. And then if I get over here and do, I mean, this is doable, honestly. We can probably do something like this. Let's take a 6-iron and try to get really close so that our approach is just a little chip up on a par 5. And that would maybe give us a better chance at a bird. So we are going to do a little strategic change here. Try to get this 6-iron closer. Since we are hitting uphill, it should land about 50 yards out. Let's see if we can make this shot. It's a good shot. There's some cut, so it's going to come right back to the center. That's going to leave us exactly where I was looking. So now we're 56, 60 yards. And I have some wedge matrix here to hit 60 yards. So I can hit a half of a sand wedge, or I can hit a 3/4 lob wedge. Half of a sand wedge, 3/4 lob wedge, full 58. 3/4 swings are nice. Maybe a 3/4 lob wedge is what we do on this shot. So let's aim out this way, slightly. We're going to take the lob wedge, and we're going to take that 3/4 swing. Nice and easy swing here. That's all we want. 3/4 lob wedge, get us up there. Let's get us that 60 yards and get out of here. All right, let's go. Be the ball. It's a great shot. Did pull it across my body. Let's see where it ends up. Okay, that obviously went 60 yards for sure. Now, am I on the backside? Okay, so now I have a chance at least to chip it into the 1 putt, I believe. This is our 4th, yeah. So we gave that was a chance for a bird right there, if we would have landed it up there. 12 yards, this is doable. Just got to get it there. 12 yards. It's a good 12-yard chip, I believe. We're dancing. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Oh, man. That 11 stimp got me right there. That's an unforced error. You can't get that close to the green and give up a bogey. That's literally uncalled for. Okay, +5. Yeah, this is not going the right direction. We're going to stick with our strategy here, 6-iron, and then whatever's left, we'll figure it out afterwards. Okay, let's go. It's not a bad round, just didn't capitalize on a lot of shots here we could have. pulled it, so it's going to go to the right. Felt that. I'm sorry, the left. My timing was off. No, are you serious? And we're up against the lip too. That's not going to be any fun. Didn't even think that was going to be an issue. So what's going to happen here is we got to get this ball up quick, but it's so close to the lip, there's a good chance that it's going to just catch it and shoot straight up. So nonetheless, it's a 9-iron. The thing is we're just so close to the lip, we don't know what it's going to do. So we're going to aim it out, try to just make good contact and get it up. Get it out there. I hit it fat, so it's going to go low. There's the ramp. Not too bad, actually. Okay, so that's our second shot. So we're chipping up to save par. It's not as bad as it first appeared, but we do have to make this chip now. So let's make this chip 14 yards, 11 stemp. Okay, let's go. Sit down. All right, that's a good chip. Saved par. What are we sitting at? +5. Yeah, I still think that that's salvageable. I mean, I think we can still get that score down. We've left some birdies out there. Some unforced errors. It seems to be the story, right? Okay, so if we can get it down here, hit a 5-iron possibly on a rope, we should be okay. So we're going to take a 5-iron. Haven't hit one all day. See if we can get it down there. I say that I haven't hit one all day. I haven't hit a good one all day. So let's see if we can get it down there. 5-iron. Came across that one. But we got the whip. So that's going to kick it towards the fairway. That'll be okay. Not too bad. Alrighty. So now we have 139 minus 3. It's 133. That's a 9-iron. 9-iron into this pin position. See if we can get it there. Okay. Just want to get it on the green. That's the key. Let's go. Got it. It's a great shot. Great line. It is peeling off to the... Yeah, that's okay. I think we can... Oh, we got a good kick too. So that'll be a nice little chip back. Little 10-yard chip. It's out of the rough though, so this can come out sometimes a little unpredictable. But this seems like we can get this shot. We just got to get it out of this rough. So 10 yards. Let's go. Okay, out of the rough. That should be the right shot. I just still have yet to make a chip out on GS Pro. I've hit the pin. I just have never chipped it out. I don't believe in a simulator round. So we're still sitting at +5. So it's not doom and gloom. 142 down 5. Let's go ahead and say 138, 37. Yeah, 137-ish. Man, this could be. Here's the thing. I think I would much rather land in front with a 130 club than chip up if we need to. So we're gonna take the 9-iron. We're going to play it on that line and try to get it up there. Don't want to be in the bunker, though. That's the only thing. It's a great 9-iron on a straight line. Yeah, that's right at the pin. Give me a kick. Okay, nice little release. So now we're just underneath the hole, chipping right back at it. So not too bad. Still got it under control. 14 yards. Just want to fly it there, drop it in the circle. That's all we're looking for. It's a good chip. Did not read. Okay, that was a really good chip, by the way. So let's put it on that dot. Hit that same shot. That was a really good chip. Same one. So that's the same chip. So no harm, no foul. We're in the gimme circle. Alrighty. Going into 18. This is one of the most iconic holes here. This coastline. It's very intimidating as well. So if we're trying to achieve par, there's no reason to really try to go for it. That just seems like just waiting for something to happen. So we can do one, if we hit 170 and then we hit another 170, that's going to be 340. So that'll put us somewhere over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack this with some 6-irons and just try to play this last hole smart. More than anything, we just don't want to add any more strokes to this current score. And then we can focus on the second round, trying to bring that down. So let's get a good 6-iron to start us off, and we'll go from there. That's a great 6-iron. Came across it a little bit. No, stay out, stay out. Okay, that's okay. As long as we're out and we're on that side of the tree, we should be okay. So this is all right. We're in the rough, but we can aim it this way now. So same exact type of play. We're just going to aim towards the, try to get this draw shape. That's what we want, draw shape here. We want to stay out of the bunker though. So anywhere on the center or the right is okay. Just want to stay out of the bunker. It's a great 6-iron right there. It's a great line right down the middle. Okay, very, very good second shot. 170 yards. That's going to be what we want. 112, 118. It's basically a pitching wedge right there. That's a full pitching wedge. So let's hit this last shot into the green and we move on. Might aim it slightly to the 2 taps this way and just execute this pitching wedge. Let's go. Last shot. It's a great pitching wedge on a great line, right at the flag. Right at the flag. Would be great to get a bird. Ha, almost. I executed the 120-yard shot though, so that's good. All right, let's just keep our strokes at 5. Let's not give up one for no reason. This is a manageable shot here. It does go away from us, so we want to land it right at the fringe and drop it in. 8 yards. This is a normal chip for us. Let's go. It's a good little 8-yard chip. Did we get it out? There's the roll. There's the downgrade. Perfect. All right, that's going to do it for round 1. Looks like we finished with a +5 for round 1. We're going to go ahead and turn it right back around, play round 2, and then we will be done with the auto putt forward tour. Then we'll just save it, the web auto putt tour, for another day. So let's go ahead and go back to back. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again next time.